Marshall on the blitz. Buckner gets rid of it to the left sideline, and it is intercepted by Gilmore. 30, 25, 20, right sideline. Stephen Gilmore. Gilmore into the south end zone at Notre Dame Stadium, and Marshall leads it 25-15.
Appleby with some time on the middle, picked up by Lang. Second interception of the game. Lang. Taquan Lang to the end zone. Touchdown.
Breaks it loose. It's a foot race. Rashid Ali, touchdown, 63 yards. His 21st rushing touchdown of the season.
He's going for Dobson. Dobson, the big strong receiver. Yes!
Welcome back, everyone, to the Herd Huddle. I'm Keegan, that is Tristan, and this is the Herd Huddle, like I said.
Like you said.
Big week this week, 75 week for the Herd, the best week of all college football. This game is the best for many reasons. A tough opponent we have to play against in this game. They are a scary team, offense, defensive, kind of let you take it from there, talk a little more about the game and whatnot.
Well, starting with what ESPN's got predicted, they're not giving us much of a chance. The betting lines have JMU as a 2-touchdown favorite, so we're 13.5 point underdogs. ESPN's matchup predictor giving JMU a 78% chance to win, but, it is what it is. This game is huge. Obviously, we need to win to try to get the bowl eligibility. We're playing for the 75. We have a very good record on the 75-week games. There's a lot of reasons we need to win this game, but let's not get it twisted. James Madison should be ranked in the top 25.
Yeah, college football rankings show I'm not surprised that a G5 wasn't in it, but yeah, James Madison should easily be a top 25 football team. And honestly, I'm surprised the spread isn't more. I was kind of thinking it was going to be about 17 just because of how good their defense has been playing and how bad our defensive has been playing. So, but still a big spread.
This James Madison team is probably the best team that has come to the Joan since that Louisville game.
Yeah. Was that 2016? I think.
Yeah.
Still wild they came to us. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. But this James Madison team's better than, I'm trying to think who we played. Better than Virginia Tech. That Virginia Tech team was.
Better than Purdue.
They're better than the Purdue team. NC State.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. They're better than a lot of the West Virginia teams that came here, I would say.
Yeah.
But for sure,
probably.
without a doubt, the best team that's come to the Jones since that Louisville game, in my opinion. Like we said, should be ranked in the top 25. Should be the favorite to go to the college football playoff right now.
Yeah.
So it's a huge game. We should be filling the stands regardless of the opponent. We've been over that a million times, but it's 75 weeks, so you should be there regardless. But 75 week plus with this good of an opponent coming to town, I know we've had our struggles, but that shouldn't matter. There's no reason to not show up and support the team.
Yeah. Even if this wasn't the 75 game, this is such a big game for us. Like you said, this is the biggest game or the best team that's came to Huntington in a fat minute. And this just needs to be such a hostile environment. Number one, obviously remember the 75, but we got to play a football game too. And these guys are going to come ready to play because at the end of the day, they're going to do everything they can to put points up and help their resume and to get into the college football playoff. So, we've got to give 125% Saturday in all four quarters.
Yeah, just play the best you can, play the best of your ability. Whatever happens, happens. I don't want to go out there and get obliterated. Let's be competitive. We can win the game. 100% we can win the game if we play how we're capable of playing. But every individual just needs to do their job. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too little. And then just wherever the chips fall, they fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, huge game. Bob Chesney, James Madison's coach, had some good words to say about Marshall and this weekend. I don't remember word for word what he said.
Basically, just he knows that Huntington or Joan C. Edwards Stadium is a hostile environment, and that he knows
what this weekend means.
Yeah.
To the university and the city of Huntington. Before we go any farther, though, the equipment staff has put together another masterpiece of a 75-week helmet.
I didn't think you could up what we did last year, but the more I look at this helmet, the more I like it even more.
You like it? You like it more than last year's?
I'm going to wait and make my final decision.
So we see it in person?
Until I see it in person, but
it's cool.
It looks so good on that helmet.
Yeah,
man.
the like cursive M.
Oh.
Awesome. And I do like that we put I like the 75 on the other side too. Left this buffalo on the front bumper with the date on the back bumper of the helmet, named on the stripe. Basically the same helmet from last season. Well, I won't lie. Well, here's the one from last year. We had the fountain on the front bumper. This year we got this logo on the front bumper. But same stripe basically, just different side decals. Yeah, I like it. Like you said, I didn't think we could pull anything better. I don't think we're going to have new uniforms revealed for this weekend. I think it's just the helmet. We're going to wear our black uniforms from the past few seasons, which I'm fine with. But yeah, that's my thoughts on those helmets.
All right. Well, let's get into our preview. I've got to fact check myself where you can, but in the series between Marshall and James Madison, the road team has always won.
That is facts.
Which is not good for us right now.
Not good for us. No, the home team has not seemed to find a way to win.
James Madison has never played us at home on 75. So,
new little factor into this rivalry that we're starting to form with James Madison. The battle for the gavel is what some are calling it.
Yeah.
No, I loved having JMU in the conference. I would love them to be our primary rival. Very similar programs, and yeah, 75 week against them. Huge new twist. I mean, we all wanted it to be rivalry week, the last game of the season with JMU, I think. It's kind of what the talk was last year.
Yeah.
But I'll take this. I mean, we get Georgia Southern on rivalry week, which is whatever. They should be playing App State that week. But it is what it is. Apparently, the Sun Belt doesn't want to schedule the games correctly.
No.
And
I'll never understand that, but
we can get into that another day, I guess. Look, this James Madison team, 7-1, 5-0 in the Sun Belt. Their only losses at Louisville in a game they lost by, I don't have the score right here in front of me, by what, a touchdown? 2 touchdowns?
What was it? Sorry?
28-14. They lost by 2 touchdowns at Louisville. It's their only loss this season.
Yes.
They easily could have won that game. I don't know if Alonzo Barnett was not fully healthy yet, coming off that blown out knee that he suffered against us last year on the very last play of the game. But they were rotating him, and why am I blanking on his name?
It's Luka.
I think if that game was played now, James Madison wins that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was week 1, rotating quarterbacks. Alonzo Barnett is clearly the quarterback of that team and should have been the quarterback that team from day one.
Yeah.
He's 123 for 199 with 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. But that's not even that's part of it, but he's so good on the ground as well. So we're going to have our hands full with Alonzo Barnett.
And then defensively, we have our work cut out for us because this defense is scary. And it gets scarier in the second half for teams. They've given up one game. They've given up over 300 yards every other game.
That was last week against Texas State, and Texas State barely got it.
Yeah, barely.
I think they had 278 at the half and finished with
only
374 or 311.
Yeah.
So, yeah, especially in the second half, they really shut teams down. I don't know. Well, I mean, what do you think we're gonna have to do against this defense? How do we try to pick this defense apart?
We're a run-first offense, but
they're a good run-stopping team.
Their front four and those linebackers, just absorb everything right there, and it's hard to move the ball on these guys. Trent Hendrick, number 5 linebacker for James Madison, he leads the team with 58. Dude's everywhere on the football field. I really, really don't know what to do. If you can control the line of scrimmage, which that's a hard maybe, I think our best way to win this game is to keep their offense off the field and eat the clock offensively and try to get out of this with a low scoring affair. And we're going to have to get stops on or turnovers on defense because these guys put up points and they're going to move the ball. And we haven't been able to stop really anybody defensively.
It's just kind of like, if you're able to control the clock, that's the question, because like they are such a good run stopping D. And it starts with, like you said, that front four, Emmanuel Bush at the D tackle spot, the Marshall transfer, of course. 6'1", 348 pounds, just clog in the middle.
Yeah.
So if we can't get the run game going, which I think we can, we have great running backs. They have good running backs too, but we've got the running backs. We've got plenty of running backs. We can keep fresh legs. But I do think we're going to have to air this ball out at some point in this game.
Yeah. Depending on the injury report as well. Last week, we really only saw Roberts play a halfback for the majority of the game, and he did phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see that again. But also, with us not seeing a lot of the running backs last week, I wonder if that was a week for Michael Allen to get fully healthy and get Joan fully healthy and whatnot. So maybe, we're going to try to punch these guys in the mouth on the ground and just go from there. But my number one thing is to not abuse the quarterback draw and the quarterback run, because there is no reason for us to have to rely on Carlos to use his legs as much as we have, especially watching it last week.
Yeah.
It was really tough because Michael Allen was doing everything with ease and Carlos still had more carries than him. And that's not a shot at Carlos. I said that last week, but we have too many running backs.
We need him to run the ball. We said that last week. We need him to run the ball. We need that side of Carlos. But like we said last week, we just overuse it. We overabuse it.
Yeah.
And it's going to get Carlos hurt, for one, which we can't afford. And two, it's just way too predictable. But, I mean, I'm still going to beat this drum like Toby Payne, Toby Payne, Toby Payne. Let's get Toby Payne the football.
Yeah. We have to utilize everybody in this one because, I mean, if they're watching film, like, they're going to be ready for Carlos and they're going to be ready to stop the run. Yeah. Not saying we're not going to be able to run, but other people are going to have to step up in positions. Will that be Toby? Will that be Adrian Norton? Will that be Lacey?
And
will that be Tamarez? I don't know, but
when we do pass, hopefully the O-line can give Carlos enough time to sit back and read the defense.
Yeah. Offensive line had a tough time last week with pass blocking, and these guys get to the quarterback very well.
Yeah, they play very aggressively, so they do give up a couple big plays every now and then. But with as good as their defense is, I mean, they'll live with giving up 2 or 3 big plays in a game because they're just going to feast the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So you really have to take advantage.
That's the other thing, too, is like they don't get tired. They get better as the game goes on both sides of the ball. And so I don't want it to be a shootout. I think the way we win this is controlling time of possession and winning a close one. They had a close one against Georgia State earlier in the season.
But look, they know. Look, they're trying to get in the playoff. They're trying to get in the college football playoff, and they know they need to win and win convincingly.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is like, don't be surprised if it's 4th and 3, 4th and 4, even on their own side of the field, and they're going for it. Like, they can't afford to keep games close either.
That's not even going to be, like, a disrespect thing towards us. Like, if that is to be, like, what were to happen, like, I get it. They have to put up as many points as they can. So that's going to make our jobs even harder. But look, it's 75 week. Anything can happen. I'm fully confident that this team, especially coming off a tough loss like that, like crap just didn't go our way in the third quarter. Forget about it. Move on. Hopefully they did that. We had a couple extra days to get healthy, watch film, all that stuff. It's 75 week. I do think we can win this game. Like, I know people probably think that's crazy, but
game where they're not.
No, like we are capable of winning and making every game we play in competitive. We're never just going to go down, but it's going to start and end with the defense because the defense has to get stops. We cannot keep allowing chunk plays and busted coverages. We've been saying that since week 1, and the busted coverages happen week in and week out. I mean, how many times last Thursday against Coastal was their receivers just wide open with no receivers within 20 yards of them?
Yeah, corners, yeah.
So big emphasis on defense this week.
There's so many times where we have people in the backfield or we have somebody wrapped up for 0-yard gain and they break it for 15 or longer.
Yeah, so
you can't do that against this team.
No, I mean, you can't do that against any team. Obviously, we saw that last week. Again, no disrespect to Coastal, but we beat ourselves. We handed them that game on a silver platter. Because again, we said it again, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You could be playing a high school. You turn the ball over on 4 straight possessions, you're probably not going to win. So it is what it is. Confident we can turn things around, get things done. I liked what Coach Gibson had to say in his press conference yesterday. So let's just pack the Joan, be loud, make it as tough a game as possible for JMU. I don't know if there's anything you want to touch on gameplay-wise, strategy-wise. Have to convert the field goals into touchdowns. Can't be settling for field goals this game.
Hell no. I really do think I'm all for watching Lorcan Quinn kick field goals all day because I know he can do it. But this is a game where if it's 4th and less than 3 and we're on their side, you got to go for it because
we have nothing to lose. They have everything to lose.
Yes. Yeah. Like we have to have our best play calling and our best brand of football against these guys because if you let your offense if the offense isn't clicking, that's not good. And if the defense isn't clicking, then it's really not good. But yeah, like you said, I'm confident. I'm confident in every game we go into, but we have to give 125%.
Go rewatch that Georgia preview, guys.
What?
I said we know you're confident every game we're going into. Go rewatch that Georgia preview. Thought we was going in there to win, but hey, never know. Wear black, everybody. Wear black.
Yeah. Go get a shirt from Glenn's if you don't have one.
Yes. Also, if you see us, we got more stickers. We still have the football podcast logo stickers. We also got some ones for hoops season. So if you want some of those, come see us. And we also got some of these. Just says the Herd Huddle on them. So come say what's up. Get you some stickers. Let's get a freaking W for the 75, guys.
Let's do this.
Signs. Everybody bring signs, dude. I want the atmosphere to be pumping. Go get some supplies, posters, or game day signs to send. Since we'll be on ESPN too, so national TV. Let's show everybody what we're all about. You got anything else on 75 week or the game itself?
It's an important week for the university and the football program.
You gonna watch We Are Marshall before the game? You gonna watch We Are Marshall the next couple?
Yeah, if I get around to it. We only got 2 games left at home, so gotta make them count.
Make them count. Show up, show support. You only get 6 home games a year, guaranteed. That's 6 days out of the entire year. We can show up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Make sure you guys follow us. TikTok, we're almost 800 followers, but let's get those X followers up. Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. We appreciate everybody who listens and watches on YouTube and Spotify and TikTok and wherever you're getting the.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Go Herd.
Marshall on the blitz. Buckner gets rid of it to the left sideline, and it is intercepted by Gilmore. 30, 25, 20, right sideline. Stephen Gilmore. Gilmore into the south end zone at Notre Dame Stadium, and Marshall leads it 25-15.
Appleby with some time over the middle, picked up by Lang. Second interception of the game. Lang. Taquan Lang to the end zone. Touchdown.
Breaks it loose. It's a foot race. Rashid Ali, touchdown, 63 yards. His 21st rushing touchdown of the season.
He's going for Dobson. Dobson, the big strong receiver. Yes! Wow!